Hello and welcome to Electric Bike Report. My name is Pete and this is the Propella version 3.2 electric bike in for testing and review. This is a fun urban commuter style e-bike and it's very lightweight. It weighs 38.3 pounds. And when you remove the battery pack, it's 35.2 pounds. So very lightweight electric bike here. It's got the aluminum frame and fork and the 36 volt 7 amp hour lithium battery with Samsung cells. This particular version is the 7-speed and it has the Shimano Altus drivetrain. There's also a single speed version as well. And this is the Bafang 250 watt geared rear hub motor with 350 watts of peak power. And then just behind that is the Shimano mechanical disc brakes, both front and rear. Has the stylish deep dish blue rims here with the fast road tires and a lot of nice componentry overall. And one of the big highlights of this bike is the price point. So for the 7-speed version, it's $11.99, and for the single-speed version, it's $9.99. So a lot of value with the Propella electric bikes here. So this is a video overview, and I'll have a full review for you at electricbikereport.com, and there's a link to that in the notes for this video. But with that, let's get into the details. So Propella electric bikes are really focused on a fast, efficient, and lightweight ride style. And a lot of that comes from the foundation of a road bike design. You can see the large wheels with narrow tires for a fast, efficient ride. And then one of the differences compared to a road bike is that they use the flat handlebars, which are more traditional for urban style riding, where it's a little more of a comfortable ride position with nice leverage over the front of the bike, and they're just really nice for zipping around town. But coming back to the road bike styling, the frame and fork are very similar to what you would find on a road bike. Here at the head tube, you can see the detail of the head tube to the fork, and it's just a very nice, smooth, very cohesive look. It blends together very well. And then you've got some aerodynamic fork blades here, which is pretty typical of a road bike, and just adds to the style of the bike. And then taking a closer look at the head tube area here, here's a closer look at the weld details for the top tube and the down tube. And the down tube has a reinforcing gusset here, as well as some internal cable routing for cable protection. And then there's the 36 volt 7 amp hour lithium battery that's mounted here on the down tube. And this is really nice for the overall balance of the bike, as well as the handling of the bike, especially when cornering. It's nice to have the battery weight centered and low on the bike. And then looking at the top tube, it has pretty much a flat top section. It's almost a square profile to the top tube. And then coming back here to the seat tube junction, you can take a look at the weld details for the top tube, and seat stays. And then the seat post collar has a bolted connection there. And then there's the bolt here on the seat stays, and that is for an optional rear rack attachment. You can also add fenders front and rear. There's a attachment points for fenders and a rear rack, and there's a replaceable derailleur hanger just in case that gets bent. But yeah, overall, a lot of nice details on the frame and fork here. So one of the really distinctive features of Propella electric bikes are the deep dish blue rims. They definitely add a lot of style to these bikes and also really make them stand out from the crowd. Then you've got the Kenda road bike style tires here. These are 700C by 32. They have a nice, really smooth tread with some channeling to dissipate water. They're also just, really fast, have that typical road bike style of just gliding along. We've also got some reflective striping on both sidewalls for help with being seen when you're out and about at night. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the drivetrain of the bike. So first of all, there is the Nico aluminum pedals, and these have a nice grippy platform on both sides with reflectors front and rear. And then there is the crankset here with a 46 tooth chainring and the stylish white chain here that drives back to a 7-speed Shimano cog set here, and the Shimano Altus rear derailleur that shifts through that cog set. And just behind that is the 250 watt Bafang geared rear hub motor, and this provides peak power of 350 watts. And it's pedal assist up to 18 miles per hour with 5 different levels of pedal assist. That makes this a Class 1 electric bike. So as I mentioned before, there's also a single-speed version, which is $9.99, and the 7-speed version is $11.99. Single-speed version is also about 2 pounds lighter, so that would put it in the 36-pound range. Here's a closer look at the battery pack. So by pushing this button, it shows you what kind of a charge level you have on the battery. There's also a battery level indicator on the display on the handlebars as well. And here at the top, there is a rubber cover here for the charge port. You can charge the battery on the bike or when it's been removed from the bike. On the other side of the battery is the lock, and you can unlock it with one of the supplied keys. There's 2 supplied. And then to remove the battery, basically pull up at the bottom there, and you can see here the top part of the battery mount on the frame, and then the connection point there at the bottom. And similarly here for the battery pack, you can see the connection there at the bottom as well as the top. And then to reinstall, basically the same in reverse, just line it up there at the top, then there at the bottom, click it into place, turn the key, take it, and then just double check and make sure that the battery is securely attached to the mount. So here's the battery removed from the bike, and the charger is plugged into the top there. It takes about 2.5 hours to completely charge an empty battery. The battery can be charged on the bike too. So slowing down, the 3.2 is handled by the Shimano Tourney TX mechanical disc brakes with 160mm rotors on the front and the back of the bike. Here's a look at the rear rotor attached to the Bafang geared rear hub motor there, and then that Shimano disc brake caliper right there. These have nice stopping power and nice modulation as well, from just a little bit of braking power all the way up to full stop. So as we talked about before, the Propella electric bikes are really focused on a fast and efficient ride style with the road bike styling and road bike wheels. But one of the differences is that they go with the flat handlebars, which is pretty typical for urban style bikes. So with the flat handlebars, it's a little more upright, provides a comfortable position there. Also, the width of the handlebars provides a nice leverage over the front wheel, and in general, it's just really nice for zipping around town. So the handlebars have a little bit of a rise there, and the stem is slightly adjustable here. So currently it's in the highest position, but if you wanted to position the handlebars lower, you can change the stem relative to the spacers here on the steer tube. So that's an option. And then taking a look at the seat, it has a fairly narrow profile that really matches the road bike styling for overall pedaling efficiency. If you do want to add a little bit of rear suspension to the Propella, there is the option of adding a Connect seat post that they offer in their online store. Okay, now we'll take a look at the handlebar area. So first of all, on the left side, there's these grips here that have lock-on collars on both sides. So it provides a really solid attachment to the handlebar and a very stable ride feel. Then there's the front mechanical disc brake lever here, and each brake lever has a sensor, so when you engage either brake lever, the pedal assist will stop. And then you've got the control pad and display here. So with the up and down arrows, you can vary the pedal assist levels, and there's 5 different pedal assist levels, and then 0 is no pedal assist, and then back up to 5 here. And then this is the battery level indicator, the current time, the speed, and you've got trip distance. And then this lower button here is generally the on-off button, but it's also the mode button here, so you can cycle and see your odometer. And then if you hold the up arrow, it will show your average speed, and again your max speed, and then back to current speed. So the cool thing is that you can see, say, the battery level, the pedal assist level, and current speed at a quick glance, because it's pretty large format and easy to see quickly. And then over here on the right side, there is the rear mechanical disc brake lever, the Shimano 7-speed shifter, and that lock-on grip. Okay, so that's a video overview of the Propella 3.2 7-speed version. Make sure you check out electricbikereport.com for the full review, and there's a link to that in the notes for this video. That includes a bunch of detailed pictures, specifications, ride characteristics, range test results, pros, cons, and overall thoughts, all at electricbikereport.com.